You're probably copy pasting the same login code everywhere, just like a junior engineer. For example, let's say they have two functions, in this case, task 1 and task 2. You can run this and it will work fine, but notice that you're repeating the print statement for logging in both functions. So every time you actually want to add a new task, you need to remember to manually add that login code to each function. This can be verbose, error-prone, and a nightmare to maintain if you are sharing logic between your functions. Instead, a more senior approach is to actually use a decorator where you can share your logging logic within a single function and then reuse it across your functions. And here's how you can actually do it. So in this case, we have the log decorator. And with this approach, all of the logging lives within a single place, which is just the decorator itself. Now, over time, you can easily reuse it by simply adding the log decorator to each function that you want to use. And this ends up being cleaner, more readable, and easier to maintain over time. As a quick bonus, I want to show an example of using a decorator in a more complex fashion. So if we take the decorator, you can actually take it a step further by making the decorator more flexible. For example, log not just when the function finishes, but also log how long it took to run. So in this case, your decorator is now working double duty in the sense that it's logging both the completion and the runtime, and that's much more senior level thinking than an approach where you're actually not using a decorator. So take these approaches into your code and be more like a senior because